And it is a wake-up call for the BJP. It has suffered major losses in Gujarat and Rajasthan, ceding ground to the Congress. It was the first time in 12 years, remember, that the BJP went to polls without Narendra Modi at the helm of affairs. The Saffron Party had bagged all 9 seats in the year 2012. And in Rajasthan, there have been major upsets just 9 months after the Congress was routed and Vasundhara Raje rose to power again. The Congress won 3 seats out of the 9, but the victory is being seen as a big one because BJP held all 9 before and vowed to retain them as a gift to Narendra Modi on his birthday. BJP, however, managed to win Vadodara after it was vacated by Modi for Varanasi. This is the first major elections after the Lok Sabha polls where the BJP swept to power.
I think people of Gujarat seem to have sent a very clear message to the Bharatiya Janata Party that way it is, things are going on in Gujarat and over at a national level. They disapprove it.
Meanwhile, in Rajasthan, the Congress won in 3 of the 4 assembly seats that were earlier held by the BJP. The Lok Sabha election results saw the BJP wiping out the Congress in Rajasthan, and this result comes as a glimmer of hope for the state Congress president, Sachin Pilot, who hopes to capitalize on this momentum for the next 4 years.
अलग-अलग जिले थे प्रदेश में, चारों तरफ से एक आवाज उठकर आई है। ना सिर्फ हम 4 में से 3 सीट जीते हैं, चौथी सीट भी जो कोटा दक्षिण की थी वहां पर हमारे थे 50,000 से ज्यादा के मार्जिन से, वो आधे से कम आज मार्जिन हो गया है और वो गढ़ आ जाता है बीजेपी का। सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात इन चुनावों की मुझे लगा कि कांग्रेस पार्टी संगठित होकर चुनाव लड़ी, कांग्रेस के नेता और कार्यकर्ता एक मंच पर आकर एक ताकत के रूप में सामने आए और इस प्रदेश के नौजवानों ने आज कांग्रेस की तरफ अपना रुख किया है।
ये चुनाव में हार जीत होती रहती है।
And consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai now joins us in the studio to analyze the reasons for the bypoll setback to the BJP.
Thanks very much. Yes, I think that let's look at all the big reasons why the BJP has suffered a major reverse in these by-elections. The first big reason, failure to recognize the importance of local factors. By-elections, by and large, are fought on local factors. The BJP tried to make this a national election. They didn't succeed. Narendra Modi's magic doesn't work in a local by-election. Their people are voting for their MLA. So that's the big difference that the BJP didn't recognize, in a sense, in this by-election. And Amit Shah, who was masterminding the strategy, particularly in UP, may have to take a lot of responsibility for that. The second is Hindutva politics. The BJP thought that they would compensate, in a sense, for the lack of a Modi-like figure in a by-election by bringing in Hindutva politics. It was almost back to the past, the likes of Aditya Nath, Sakshi Maharaj's comments. The fact is, they tried to polarize the voters, tried to experiment, in a sense, with core Hindutva politics. It did not work, certainly not in the state of Uttar Pradesh. The third factor that worked against the BJP in this election, the RSS cadres were complacent. Remember, in the general elections, the RSS fought this election as a do-or-die battle. There was a junoon, as one of the RSS cadres told me during that election 2014 campaign. This time, the RSS cadres were not out there because there was not so much at stake, in a sense, for the BJP. And that lack of a door-to-door campaign perhaps cost them in this by-election. A fourth factor that the BJP will need to look at closely, the low voter turnout. Remember, in the 2014 general elections, there were 70 constituencies in the country where voter percentage went up by 15% or more. The BJP won as many as 67 of them. There was an incremental vote that Narendra Modi got to the BJP, an additional vote that helped them. Once the voter turnout is lower, then the contest can become closer. And that's precisely what happened, because there was a polarization which took place on the ground. Muslim voters gravitating, uniting around the Samajwadi Party in UP, and the BJP suddenly found itself, particularly with the BSP not in the fight, finding itself in more of a bipolar contest, and that's where the low voter turnout went perhaps against the BJP. A fifth factor that we may need to look at when we analyze the voters, the BJP's lack of success in by-elections, the lack of a strong state-level leadership. Remember, Narendra Modi emerges as a strong contender from Gujarat, which is why this is one of the states where the party continues to do well. Shivraj Singh Chauhan in Madhya Pradesh. But in Uttar Pradesh, the BJP simply doesn't have a strong local level leader. And that is slowly working against the party. It will need to find itself a face, a credible face in Uttar Pradesh ahead of the 2017 elections. Clearly, it's been a big surprise, these by-election results. In a sense, the BJP has been shaken off its complacency. The Congress, on the other hand, cannot also live in denial mode. This was not a referendum as much on Narendra Modi's government at the center, but it clearly shows the weaknesses of the BJP at the state level, which is why Amit Shah will have much to answer for in terms of the direction in which he wants to take the BJP in future state elections. Back to you.